All right, so we're in the middle of my room. Try to set up this here a little differently. Just here on my computer at my desk here, and we're gonna go through the 2024 race season and talk about the drivers we've dive gone with, or put GoPros on, or just just I don't know, just how the 2024 season went. So just a recap here. So first off, we went on with Shaylee Bade. I went over to Park Jefferson to start off the season. There was a 305 race, and just kind of my first time ever putting GoPros on and seeing what I'm doing, and uh, got the opportunity to put on Shaylee Bade. So just put on her. She did well that night. Want to say, oh, she was running like, I want to say she was running about the top five, and then the tire blew. It was really um, just really slick, and just the rubber wear down a lot, and it was just hot. It was middle of the day, um, and just her night ended with it being a flat tire. But the next thing, moved over to late model racing. Joined the Andrew Kaziski team. Andrew Kaziski gave me an opportunity to come over and just try out some things there, and um, uh, yeah, it started off pretty good. Went to the shop, worked on the car, got to learn him a little bit better, and just the other guys that were coming in through the door. And um, a couple weeks later, after joining that, went on with Jeff. I went to Beatrice and had some GoPros on Jeff Ware for those 2 nights for the spring nationals. Jeff Ware did really good. He won both nights. Did What was it? They had, man, what was it? A feature? What was it? A 2 day show, I think. 2 day show. Won the first. They had two features in a day. I thought a day. They had a day. Oh no, they had a day feature and then they had a night feature. It's kind of weird. All right, little cut right there. But so we had Jeff Ware those 2 day shows, and then we went on to 81 Speedway. Garrett Williamson was one of my favorite drivers. I think in the sprint car world here. Just went over to him, asked him if I put a GoPro on, make a video out of it, and yeah, he let me do it. So 81 Speedway, that went good. And then next week, I went to US 36, met him there, um, put another GoPro on, ran with him. Those both of those races were World of Outlaws. And then a couple weeks later, um, went over to Eagle Raceway practice where I put GoPros on Tim Estenson and Tyler Drucke. Just practice runs, nothing crazy there. And then about the icebreaker for Eagle, put a GoPro on Jeremy Down. Jeremy Down's always cool to be around. Went on the track. He had a difficult time there the first night, but then later on in the season did pretty good. Gained a couple of heat race wins, I think, and just going on, from there. Um, we went back to Eagle here. So from the first icebreaker to the next icebreaker, put a GoPro on Tyler Drucke. Um, uh, just at this point, I wasn't doing anything with Tyler. Didn't know Tyler crazy that much, but I put a GoPro on for the Eagle practice and went over for him for uh, the next icebreaker, which I put one on. What was it? Jason Damley, but he broke, and so I went over to Tyler, put one on for him for the feature. Jackson Sadoff was another one of those guys I went over to, put one on for the feature. Um, and then went to Lakeside Speedway for the high limit, my first high limit show of the year. Tyler Drucke was over there around them, and just watched him go around for that 2 day show. Didn't make a feature, didn't make the show, but he made the B's and did decent. Ran mid pack in the B's, so almost made a transfer at one point, but um, just with those guys. And then my uh, the first race never got posted, but my second race with Andrew Kaziski, um, the first one on video, it was at Stewart Speedway. At this point, the communication with Andrew wasn't the best, but still worked with those guys off and on, and try to make the best I could out of it. Um, but it went racing with them, and Stewart Speedway was pretty good until he got wrecked, and it's kind of a bum night from there. But the next day, Knoxville Raceway, uh, I had a GoPro on Tyler Drucke and Garrett Williamson, and this I think this was just a regular night. I want to say Tyler didn't make the show, but Garrett did. Uh, yeah, Tyler made the B, and then Garrett made the show through the heat race, I believe. Um, so yeah, those two just had two GoPros on those guys throughout the night, and so after Garrett and Tyler at Knoxville of week 2 of the regular season, go on to Boone County Raceway back in Nebraska. Jeff Ware, I went over there, put a GoPro on him, watched him run. I think he ran about fourth or so around there, so not too bad of a run over there. The first time ever being there too. It was pretty good track, pretty decent. The next week or day, I think it was, Jack Dover 360 run at the Malvern Bank Series, off-road speedway. Jack's first race of the season with 360s, and he does it pretty good. Does it from sixth, I believe, sixth place. Track slicked off very fast, and just kind of just roll it through the middle of the track, wing back a little bit, burn some rubber down, and he got going. So he got that one done. Next time here, we didn't go racing. I think here I didn't go, but Garrett Williamson got his first Knoxville win, and then at Huset's, Tyler got his first 410 win at Huset's, and then the next after that would be the Tim Essenson weekend, where we went to Missouri, and we went to Huset's. Went to Callaway Raceway, which never raced. It rained out, and then we went to the track was Lake Ozark Speedway. Okay, that's what it was. I don't know why I couldn't think about that. Lake Ozark. Then we went to Huset's for it was 2-day special for a Veterans Day special, and then it's either a week or 2 weeks later. I didn't put a date on this one. Oh man, that's not good. But my first ever non-wing race I've ever watched in person, I put a GoPro on a young driver, Dakota Earls. Pretty cool guys to be around. He did pretty good until he flipped it in the feature. Just turned it into a cushion and just kind of flipped it. So um, going from them, I don't know, I've never watched non-wings like that, but at Knoxville is a pretty good show there. I was glad that I went there. Um, then later on, probably another week later, back with Andrew Gaziski at Off Road Speedway. Um, Relationship just kept dying down. It's like there wasn't that many Andrew Gaziski races, and I got asked this night too, or one of these nights, uh, like why I wasn't with him and all that, and it just the chemistry wasn't there at all, and just I don't know, in the shop it was good. I mean, I was doing my job and all that, but then when it came to the track, you know, he would say I would do this and that, just never ended up giving me the chance to really show what I can really do. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just like me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was a little me, a little him, but they didn't really like the YouTube thing either. They didn't really treat me that serious, and um, would have loved to make that team work and stuff like that, but just them not taking me really that serious as a younger kid, and then the YouTube stuff, he wasn't really a big fan of it, so I thought that all kind of sucked for him, but it's whatever. We went on, and we're doing better things now. So, um, but the next week, I ran a go kart, CJ Catlett's go kart, and then couple weeks there from that. The next week we go to with Tristan Grape at US 30. That one I just showed up and then just put one on, and it was real quick, real fast, and he did pretty good. He almost won that night, I believe, or if he did win that night, I think he almost won. I think he got like second or something, but he almost got that done there, the US 30. And then the next week, back at with Tyler Drucke and Huset's weekly racing action. I think that's about the time where um, the relationship grew with Tyler, and started traveling with them and started going places with them and stuff like that. Um, just getting that going. I thought that was really good. So taking a trip with them, and then the next week, Eagle Raceway. Eagle Raceway. That video didn't go as planned as I really wanted it to, but that was more just a video day, and I kind of messed it up. But we had Garrett Williamson, Jack Dover, and Tyler Drucke on that video. I think for Eagle being my home track, wanted to make a pretty good video on it. Made a decent one out of it. And then there was another video, Parker Price Miller, had a GoPro on him, got the chance of that. That was like last second, literally last. I went over to him, I was like, hey, is it okay if I can put a GoPro on, take a ride with you? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. And I was like, all right, and put it on there really quick, turned it on. He went out, like as soon as I turned it on, that was it. And I mean, that was just real quick, just like that. The next week, Tyler Drucke at Knoxville again with the World of Outlaws. This one was just a 2-day show that they normally have there after getting rained out a couple weeks prior. And then I had a GoPro on Parker Price Miller as well, Carson Macedo, and then I got one of Scott Boguski. Boguski, Scott Boguski, I think, someone like that. But that team was really cool. They were really nice. They let me put one on. They were really nice. Parker and Scott, pretty coal people. Carson Macedo, I didn't really talk to him, but yeah, pretty cool people around there. Then after Knoxville, I think this is the next week. Tyler Drucke and Tim Estenson, them two running together. I think did they even? They were both in the C. They both made it out of the C to the B, and then neither of them made it out of the B. So uh, a decent weekend, not the best for those two, but that's what we had that weekend. And then back to Eagle Raceway on my birthday, actually. Tyler Drucke has a hell of a run there, and I believe we win 20th to 5th on my birthday. That's what it was, 20th to 5th. So hard charger from that. Next week, Tyler Drucke at Knoxville, and then the next, Joey Danley with a 360 Malvern Banks at Belleville. Always been a Joey Danley fan. I've liked mostly for the car. The car is really good. Then pretty good driver. I always liked him. He ran the top, and then Jason would run the bottom. I thought that was pretty cool that those two, just one Danley up top, one Danley up bottom, they would get side by side and racing, and I think that's pretty cool what they do. Tyler Drucke at Knoxville and Houston again. Scott Boguski at Knoxville again, on that West River car, that 10 car. Hopefully we see Scott run more. He's a pretty good driver. He got really good at Houston at Knoxville out of nowhere. I mean, he just like, I think he got 5th place that night. It was the next week, 3-day show, Jackson Motorplex, Knoxville and Houston. It's that like I don't know what it was. Or I think it was just like a normal race. Just normal races, but paid a little bit more or something. But we had that with Tyler. And then Eagle Raceway had the Lucas Oil Late Model Series. Devin Moran was nice enough to let me put a GoPro on, and Mike Marlar was nice enough to let me put one on at the Shelby County, and I had Moran at the Shelby as well. Tyler Drucke at Knoxville the next week, and then the 410 battle at Jackson, Knoxville, and Huset's. We went there again. Scott Boguski at the Capitani Classic at Knoxville, Garrett Williamson at 360 Knoxville Nationals and the Capitani Classic, and then Parker Price Miller at both of those as well. We had Terry McCarl, Knoxville 360A main, Knoxville Nationals 360A main, Austin McCarl, Knoxville Nationals 360A main, I believe I had Carson McCarl, the video like the video like corrupted, like a whole bunch of my videos corrupted. I had Carson McCarl, and I had Matt Jewell as well. Matt Jewell, I had one on him, and that got corrupted too. That sucked. Jack Dover and Tyler Drukey, Knoxville prelim nights. I've yet to post. I have one of Scott Boguski's Saturday. The GoPros fell off, or one of them did at least, and one went sideways. So that didn't go as planned. I'm still debating if I don't know. That might be just one I make randomly and just post it. And then after that, going back, Huset's or Tyler Druke at Huset's and Eagle. I'll win at Eagle and I'll win at Huset's. And then Eagle Nationals from there too. Eagle Nationals. Long weekend there with Tyler Druke. I think don't really need to say much about that one. Zeb Wise at I-70, Tyler Druke at I-70. Zeb Wise, that team let me put one on. Ruben team, pretty cool. And then just Joe's Carding from there. We restart all this Joe's Carding stuff. And then we had Turkey Chase, and 2 days of the Turkey Chase. I have a third one. I'm not going to post it. And then I have the St. Louis Dome, and then Joe's Carding. We're going to continue with that. So St. Louis Dome, Tyler Carpenter, Ricky Thorin, Devin Moran, Tyler, Jordan Grabowski, all those guys. I think that was all pretty cool that they let me hang on a ride with them and all that. No more Turkey Chase videos, no more indoor season stuff like that. Moving away from all that, I think, I don't know, there's a big thing going on with that right now. Some people are, I don't know, you claim this and that, but then there's not really any proof to it. So, but 2025 is going to be great. A lot of plans this year, a lot of moves probably go to, and then what was it? It's like Wednesday today, so it's Wednesday. It's the 15th today, and I leave tomorrow to go indoor racing. So, thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna put a whole clip together of we'll say about 2 laps around every track that we've been to this year with every driver, and then yeah. So thank you for everybody that supports, whether you hate me or not. You're watching my stuff. You like to watch it. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Keep doing stuff like this. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to everybody that watches this stuff. It really helps. And then we'll move on to the Chili Bowl.
Driver out from Columbia, Missouri in the Fisher Body Shop. S&S Nationwide LRI Cenex Eagle Stop Sorrells Impact Size. Number 23. Here's Garrett Williamson. Garrett Williamson in car number 23. 6th place in last year's Microlight Last Chance Showdown for Williamson in his 81 Speedway debut. Opening lap is 13th quick in Flight B, 13th 550, 7135, 57. 17 starts last year with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Best finished 3rd at the Knoxville Raceway. 2nd lap for Garrett Williamson. 3rd quick at a 13.31413. 314 3rd quick in Flight B for the 23 of Garrett Williamson. And by side into turn 1. Big bicycle there by one of the Roth cars as Tyler Courtney leads into turn 3. Courtney on the bottom. Sheldon Hodenshield on the top. Sunshine leads lap number 1. Sheldon to his inside in 1 and 2. They'll go wheel to wheel for the lead. Trouble on the front stretch car, upside down. Red flag conditions.
Beaver Drill and Tools, Sandro Manufacturing. Bleeding disorders of the heartland of the 12X, it's Paul Nienheiser. And also on the racetrack from Eagle, Nebraska, the Forbes Motorsports, Cherney Enterprises, American Trailer, MySalesman.com, Drucke Trucking and Ranch number 95, a Tyler Drucke. Tyler Drucke in the 95, Paul Nienheiser in the 12X. Nienheiser's first attempt behind the wheel of the Beaver Drill number 12X. And a new partnership here with Forbes Motorsports for Tyler Drucke. In that 95, Nienheiser on lap 1 of 15.458, 15458. Drucke on lap number 1 is a 16.020. Last year, the IMCA 305 National Sprint Car Champion. Lap number 2 for Nienheiser is slower, 15.691. First one better at 15.458. And for Tyler Drucke on lap number 2, he is slower as well, 16.467. First one better at 16.020.
Out next to qualify his first visit here from Overland Park, Kansas, and the Henderson Construction, Smith Tie, Miller Bonded, Mesilla Valley Transportation 45X. This is Jace Park, and from Eagle, Nebraska, the Drucke Farms, car number 95. This is Tyler Drucke. Tyler Drucke in the 95 car. First lap time for Jace Park is 31st quick, 17.503, 17503. First lap time for Drucke is an 18.260, 182.60. Second lap time coming up for Jace Park, 17.585, a 17585. His first lap better. And second lap time for Tyler Drucke will be an 18.683, 18683. Dusty Zomer leads the way. Garrett Williamson. We have Haven't talked about him much here tonight as he rides in the second spot. Here comes Brian Brown beginning to close in on Garrett Williamson in turn number 4. Garrett Williamson in the second spot, trying to fend off the charge from Brown. Williamson's car looks good on the inside at 1 and 2. Brown closing the gap down. 2 car lengths now, nearly nose to tail down the back straightaway. They are in turn 3. Side by side for the second spot. Brian Brown trying to pull by Garrett Williamson. He'll do so off at turn 4. Red flag, big crash on the back straightaway. white flag will fly. This time by 1 lap to go for your leader, Dustin Selvage. Battle for the transfer spot. 4 cars move on as they work off of turn number 4. Drucke now up into the 4th spot, gets by Scotty Johnson. Johnson back to the bottom. Drucke is too quick on the top. Now he'll look to the outside of Jimmy Light. Drucke gets one more as they race into 3. Here comes Scotty Johnson. The battle for the transfer continues. Checkers already waved. Off of turn 4, battle for the transfer is going to go to Scotty Johnson.
One of the local favorites now making his way out of the racetrack from Eagle, Nebraska. The Forbes Motorsports Churney Enterprises, American Trailers, MySalesman.com, Drucke Trucking and Ranch number 95. Here is Tyler Drucke. Tyler Drucke in a 95. Lap number 1 for Drucke has a moment off of turn number 4, and it will be 7th quick at 12.383, 1.2383. Tyler Drucke, a winner at Houston Speedway on May 19th in 410 action. Race Saver Nationals winner here at Eagle back in 2021. Lap number 2 will go to a little bit quicker, a 12.086, 1.2086. 7th quick for Tyler Drucke.
Next qualifier making his season debut in 410 competition tonight from Springfield, Nebraska. The certified transmission Carpetland Speedway Racing Engines number 53. Here's the gas man, Jack Dover. Multi-time winner here at Eagle through the years. Lots of experience in laps here. See how it pays off for him. Lap number 1 for Jack Dover. 18th quickest, 12.163. 12.163. Saw him in action with us here last year as well. And checkered flag on this qualifying run for Jack Dover. Better on lap 2, up to 16th quickest, 12.064.
Ferguson, he's in the Paler Motorsports, Longhorn, Cornet, Hupal Grading Company, Brent Ben Trucking, Baker Mitchell Company, Mega Plumbing in the Carolinas, Franklin Enterprises, Triple Electric, Armless.com, Buddy's Tractor Service, Bolton Farms, 93, Devin Moran, the Double Down Motorsports, Big River Steel, Lacey Days RV, C&W Trucking, Hugh Price, Berdashi, Brent, CarSourceAuto.com, Red Oak Pub, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Lincoln Smith Racing, Pee-wee's Wrecker, Longhorn, Cornet. Devin Moran will go to third at 13.614. Carson Ferguson 13.737. Carson trying to pick it up in car number 93 does not. 13.953. Here comes Moran. And Devin Moran 13.499. 13.49 Takasa. Yep, Takasa Mexican Restaurant on the 04. Dalton Wilson up next to the 18D. James Ratliff, Longhorn Clements out of Vanville, North Carolina. Max Blair of the Black Branch Pochas, Centerline Motorsports 111. And Mike Marler of the Skyline Motorsports 157. Dalton Wilson, MG on the sales, JRR Trucking, the Outlet Company Contracting. Randley Farms, Innovative Community Solutions, B&L Construction, Newport Lighting, Worldwide Custom Car Holders Entry. For the Big Perm, Dalton Wilson second, 13.710. 13710. Max Blair, last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Work in the year, clocks in at 13.812. Mikey Marler, fourth quick, 13.744. Here comes Dalton Wilson, and Dalton Wilson, 13.628. It's quicker, still second quick time. Blair will go to third at 13.722. Marler.
Is qualifying. This is the final car in Group A qualifying. And it's the Eagle, Nebraska driver, the Forbes Motorsports, MySalesman.com, Journey Enterprises, American Trailer Company, Drueke Trucking and Ranch, car number 95, the Duke, Tyler Drueke. Tyler Drueke, the final car in Group A of qualifying. Lap number 1, 15 fast, 13.694, 13694. Picked up a feature win at the season opener at Huset's earlier this season. And lap number 2 up to the 12th spot, 13.544.